Hi there folks, welcome to Dunsi's Guitar World. Welcome to a video in 3 parts. Part 1, this part, will just be the intro. Part 2 will be my cover, my interpretation of the song, and Part 3 will be my interpretation of the song in a guitar lesson format. So if you're interested in the cover, I will put timestamps below, you can go straight to that. If you're interested in the lesson, I'll put the timestamp for the lesson, you can go straight to that. If you're not interested in curve, then I appreciate you getting this far. So I have done a couple of videos on Curve before. I think I did a cover and a lesson as well. Now Curve are one of the best bands ever. They were just cutting edge at what they were doing. The problem in learning one of their songs is that there is so much going on in the studio tracks. It's difficult to work out what has been played on the guitar. Now I'm not sure if Dean played all the guitar on the studio tracks or if Alex and Debbie played on them as well. I don't know if Toni played guitar on them as well. So I don't even know who's playing on the studio tracks. So what I've done for the previous cover and the previous lesson, I went to Dean's Bandcamp page and downloaded some live versions, paid for, downloaded some live versions of songs so I could kind of get a grip on what I think the guitars are doing, what Debbie and Alex are doing. Now this is very much what I think they're doing. This is not a lesson where I'm saying this is exactly what is going on in the song. It's very difficult to make out. So this is simply my interpretation of the song Think and Act from the debut Curve album, Doppelgänger, released in 1992. Like I say, Curve are a great band. They're definitely worth checking out. If you don't already know who they are, please do check them out. I'll put the links down below to Dean's Bandcamp page and the official Curve Facebook page. Please go and check them out. Now to the guitar sound that I used on this. Now a few people commented on my previous videos about what I'm using for guitar sound. I just used a Fender amp. I think I used like a small Fender Champ just in my Kemper with reverb and delay and just a little bit of chorus. I'm not even sure if they used chorus live. I mean, there is a lot of effects on the guitars and it's kind of hard to work out what they're using live, what Debbie and Alex are using live. But I just went for this, a Fender amp, small Fender amp with overdrive. I think I maybe used a muff, but sort of subtle big muff on that, chorus, reverb and delay. So that was all I used. It seemed to fit in quite well with what has been playing on the live track. Now it is a live track, it's not I think it's from the soundboard actually, it's from the Astoria, but it is a live track, so I mean it's not got the studio expertise on it in terms of sonics. It's got the excitement of a live band playing the track. So there you go, that's today's video. The intro, a cover of Think and Act by Curve, and then a guitar lesson for Think and Act by Curve. Now as I said a couple of times, I'm not claiming this is what is played on it, this is just how I would play it. As ever folks, it's a privilege and a pleasure bringing you content on Dunsi's Guitar World. Cheers for now. So as I said in the intro, this is just very much how I hear the song. I'm not saying this is correct, but I think it's just round a few chords. The intro to me sounds like there's one guitar playing this D shape, just a normal D shape, up here. Well, I'm starting on the 9th fret. So it's like a D shape, but you're effectively playing an A chord. And then put your pinky down on the 10th fret of the top string and suspend it like that. Try and zoom in so you can see that properly. So it's just that D shape. It's the 9th fret of the G string, the 10th fret of the B string, 9th fret of the top E. I can focus my camera, sorry. It's very bright outside. And then we bring our pinky down on the 10th fret, the top E. Now, in the live version, you can hear the other guitar coming in. Again, it's playing the same chords, but it's playing them down here. It's playing like that A, and then just G, D and G strings open. And then it goes into the verse. So the verse is just that A chord, or that part of an A chord, sorry. So, but what we're doing is, so you hit the A string and then hammer onto the 2nd fret of the D and the 2nd fret of the G. Back to the A. Top E string, 2nd fret of the G string. Open B string, 2nd fret of the G string. Then we go to that 2nd chord, which is like part of a D, so it's the 7th fret of the D, 7th fret of the G, and the 5th fret of the B and E strings, just across that. Now I'm not 100% sure of the picking pattern. It's not the same as this one. I think it's very similar. On my cover I think I just randomly. But really this is just to get you playing along with the song. So that's the 2 chords for the main part of the verse. Again, I think if you play what you think sounds best going across those notes, as long as you're playing the right, I think you can match it with how you think it suits playing along with the song. I say I'm not showing you the note perfect version of the song. I'm just showing you my interpretation. So it's just those 2 chords for the majority of the verse. Now for the bridge, it goes back to the A-type chord. And then a G. Now I'm not 100% sure of the picking on this. I can hear the top 3rd fret of the top E string and maybe the bottom 3rd fret of the bottom E string, so it's just like a G chord. So it's going. Then there's a hammer on the open 4th string to the 2nd fret of the 4th string, D string, to a G, open G, to this part of a F sharp minor. So you're playing 4 of the A and D string and then barring across the 2nd fret of the 3rd, 2nd and 1st strings. So I'll play that slowly. Back to the G and that hammer again. So all together. Back into the intro, the D shape, I'll wear it up here on the 9th fret. And then back into the verse. To the bridge. Then it goes into a break which goes from an E chord to a G, back to E, A, E again, G, and it finishes on A. I think it goes back into another. Back into another verse. Now there's only one other part of the song, and that bit comes out of the after the second verse, and goes to this C, up to an E, just bar chords. Then you maybe leave the top 2 strings open, back to C, E, finish on D. Just those bar chords. I think I can hear the top strings ringing open, so it comes from a